Session 6. Nationalist Ideological Philosophy. Introduction. In this study session, we will explore the concept of nationalist ideological philosophy. We will also criticize and discuss their futures. When you have studied this session, you should be able to 1. Highlight the futures of nationalist ideological philosophy. 2. Discuss the criticisms of nationalist ideological philosophy. What is nationalist ideological philosophy? Aja 1999 has correctly described this trend as philosophies born of struggle. Nationalist ideological philosophy is a philosophy that sought to attack colonial rule and European institutions by insisting that African traditional social and political institutions were better than the former. In short, the nationalist ideological philosophy is a philosophy developed for the purpose of the political liberation of African states. Beliefs and futures of nationalist ideological philosophy. Once again, we shall be guided by Owolabi to succinctly outline the beliefs and attributes of this trend. They are 1. The belief that an authentic traditional African thought existed and was effective at sustaining the pre-colonial African society. 2. The claim that the communal arrangement of traditional African society was based on equality, and therefore we should arrange today's African societies in like manner. 3. The assumption that full liberation and genuine development will take place in today's Africa if we bring back the traditional social and political arrangement. Criticisms of nationalist ideological philosophy. The nationalist ideological school has been criticized just like other trends. 1. Critics of this trend generally say that the nature and structure of traditional society that supported communalism, socialism, and familyhood are fast disappearing, so we cannot practice traditional politics in modern times. 2. Critics further say that even the so-called communal arrangement of the traditional societies may well have been imagined by the nationalists. In other words, critics say that the traditional society was not really communal and just. After all, how come a handful of Europeans were able to overpower our ancestors? 3. Critics object to this trend because they argue that, in short, they cannot see how the ideas of the ancient past can adequately meet the challenges of our time. However, some people have also applauded the nationalists by noting that a political philosophy does not cease to be so simply because it is anachronistic or just because it cannot be effectively deployed for an actual political practice. After all, political philosophy is all about stating idea, whether or not it is accepted. Study session summary. In this study session, we noted that the nationalist ideological philosophy is a trend in African philosophy that championed the cause for the independence of African states. Its members did this by repackaging traditional African social and political ideas as the best means of fighting colonialism and ruling the modern African states. It was the belief of the nationalist ideological school that communalism, African socialism, and familyhood represent traditional and authentic African school and political ideas for the liberation and organization of the modern African states. End of study section 6. Thank you for